I wasn't.
We've got a report from security that you've been filming the hotel, so I'm just asking you why.
Well, I wasn't. So do with that what you will, but do with that what you will. I was sat in the car park for about 5 minutes. Had a couple of guys walking up and down hoods and stuff, making me feel intimidated. So I've come round. I've tried to move.
What, have you been sat in a car, did you say? Or?
No, I've been sat in the car park on my bike.
Oh, right.
I'm waiting to travel.
Oh, right, okay.
So that's my point. I've just come out of the way of the hustle and bustle over there, stood there, a couple of guys walking up and down.
From entitlement cards to railway bylaws, today's encounter is a perfect storm of misunderstanding, authority, and quiet defiance. A man standing outside a UK hotel suddenly finds himself confronted by officers who believe he's filming restricted property. But here's where it gets messy. The area falls under railway jurisdiction, which gives police a gray zone of control, even though filming in public remains entirely legal. This video isn't just about one man with a camera. It's about what happens when ordinary citizens test the boundaries of power. Watch closely. Who's really in the wrong here? The man asserting his rights, or officers enforcing invisible rules? Stick around, because what starts as a calm conversation turns into a textbook clash between public rights and police discretion. Let's break it down.
One step and they put a board in front of the window.
Yeah. So what's been happening, I don't know whether you're aware, but obviously we've had a lot of attention from the hotel, people coming in and filming and things like that.
Oh, because of the migrants in there?
Well, just they've got an issue with the hotel, so we're just aware of it.
Are you sure they've got an issue with the hotel, or it's not because a lot of public money is going into funding these hotels for...
I've not got an opinion on that, and I don't have to give my opinion on it. But what
No, I'm not asking for your opinion. I'm just saying, because you've automatically assumed that a lot of people have got problems with these hotels. That's obviously your biased opinion then, because in my respect, what I've seen online, social media, the videos of these hotels, which is why I decided to sit here and watch. Wasn't filming, I was sat watching to see what it was all about. Sat there watching, and the videos I've seen, they're more bothered about the government funded money into these hotels, not the actual problem with the hotel. It's more that there's a lot of money being wasted here.
Notice how fast the situation escalates. The man's calm. He's standing by his bike, not breaking any law. Yet officers immediately assume guilt based on a report from security. This is where the tension begins. Not with action, but with assumption. In public photography cases, the burden of proof often flips. You have to prove innocence for simply holding a camera. Here, the officer's phrasing, "We've had a lot of attention from the hotel," shows they're already framing him as part of a bigger problem. It's not about what he's doing now, but what others did before. Classic guilt by association.
So we can't really talk any politics or anything like that.
No, I'm not asking you to. Like I say, I'm not one of these that was videoing. Yeah. You've joined the conversation halfway through now, so I'm not one of the ones that was videoing. I was sitting here watching the.
Videoing us there.
I am now. Yes.
Yeah, but you were when I walked up because you had your camera out like that.
No, I didn't. I had my camera in my hand. I was actually checking where I was going.
It's fair enough. We're not going to get into like a big debate or an argument about it, because that's just not what we're going to do. And you're being right with me, you're not being aggressive, so that's fine. You're more than welcome to stand there. This is public footpath, so that's fine.
Yeah, like I say,
the problem I've got with you, mate, is if you...
I'll tell you exactly what I was doing. I'll tell you exactly what I was doing. Go on.
The only problem I've got is if obviously you're approaching the hotel, because due to history of people going up to the hotel, that's why they've put the board over. They just don't want any sort of like issues with the people that live in there, that's all. So
I never caused an issue, like I say.
Where it gets fascinating. The man challenges the officer's subconscious bias. When the cop says people have an issue with the hotel, the man immediately counters, pointing out that public outrage is about wasted taxpayer money, not hostility toward migrants. That's a sharp, logical correction, and it catches the officer off guard. What you're hearing is not aggression, it's controlled assertiveness. The man is forcing the officer to separate political discomfort from public accountability. In moments like this, composure wins, because emotion gives authority the upper hand. He's playing chess, not checkers.
And I was literally on my phone, sorting out where I was going, which obviously you've just seen the Google Maps on my phone.
Yeah.
Right, so that's what I was doing.
Yeah, so
And obviously these lot, I thought maybe I was recording, but if I record, I record like this.
Just probably a bit like sensitive to it because of what's gone on in the past. That's all. So
yeah, that's fine.
they
Or
just have a policy where
to be honest, if I was more prepared of recording this video, which I wasn't, I've bought equipment just for it. So this is how prepared I am to record anything I want in a public place. I've got a GoPro with a strap, and I'm just like,
yeah, you don't have to show us.
I'd rather use that if I was coming here to record.
No, you don't have to show us, it's fine.
And I'm just proving a point here, like, the paranoid freaks, just because someone stood here doesn't mean they're doing something bad.
Yeah, I think
Or they have bad intentions.
Previous experiences that they've had, it's not you today, it's
Section is key for anyone who films in public. Under UK railway bylaws, loitering without cause can technically draw police attention. But here's the loophole. Bylaws don't override the Human Rights Act, which protects freedom of expression and photography in public places. The man knows this. He doesn't argue emotionally. He argues legally. That's why you hear the narrator emphasize that filming on a public footpath is completely legal. It's subtle, but it's the foundation of what makes audits like these so powerful. They expose how many officers still misinterpret the law they're enforcing.
railway bylaws, to no person should loiter on the railway. Alright, and obviously...
I'm waiting to travel so it's not loitering.
Yeah, but obviously I think that's probably why they've called us, because we want to make sure that no one's breaching the railway bylaws. Okay. And also, like my colleague said, just because of what's gone on before. Alright, but if you want to film, crack on.
No, well, I will do. I will do, yeah.
It's a nice day, it's lovely weather, so yeah.
I mean, I've even got a drone in my bag.
Yeah.
Not too close to HMP Hull, am I? So, should be able to fly the drone.
Alright.
Yeah, happy days.
No worries.
I will just ask you to step back onto it.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. I don't get why that is though. What's within a few metres?
Like my colleague said, this is covered by the railway bylaws.
Okay.
So that's a public place, that's a public footpath, so you can stand there as long as you want, but this is covered, this is private.
Right.
The access fee is implied. Alright.
Okay. Even though I'm travelling?
Yeah, well obviously you're not immediately travelling, are you? Your intention from what we can see is that you're going to stand here and film. Okay, so that's why I'll just film all day, crack on. Stand here for 12 hours, 20 hours, don't care. Stand up.
I'm just baffled by the point of why is it a bad thing to film? Because I've filmed in many.
When did we ever say it's a bad thing to film? If you want to film, I totally encourage
That's the problem. That's the bit you have the problem with. Stood here filming.
No, if you stand there, film. Crack on. Stand here, film. Not okay.
But if I walk through the train station, which I have done many times, and filmed vlogs and such type. I've never had police interaction, but standing here outside of a hotel, which is just underneath their jurisdiction, they've got a problem with me filming. Under jurisdiction of BTP.
Under the jurisdiction of everyone, but yeah.
You understand what I'm saying though? So I can walk through a train station, record.
Yeah. Well, if you're carrying out a trade on railway, that comes under a different railway bylaw as well. You need station manager's approval for that. But we won't get into the arguments of railway bylaws and the British Transport Commission Act. But if you can just film on the public...
Yeah, I will do. I'm just zipping my bag up. So once you walk away, I'm zipping my bag up and I'm moving on to public property. All right?
Thanks very much. Have a lovely rest of your day.
No worries. Thank you very much. See you later.
Here's where tone becomes everything. The man refuses to match the officer's tension. Instead, he stays calm, polite, but firm. When they say, "We can't discuss politics," he doesn't back off. He reframes it as a question of transparency. This is a psychological shift. He turns their rule-enforcing stance into a conversation about accountability. That's powerful, because now the officers must justify why they view cameras as threats. You can almost hear their discomfort. It's not hostility. It's the awkward silence of authority being questioned respectfully. Watch how he uses humor and evidence here. Instead of reacting angrily, he literally shows the GoPro strap in his bag, proof that if he wanted to film seriously, he'd do it properly. That's brilliant. It exposes how paranoid some responses to cameras have become. His line, "They're paranoid freaks. Just because someone's standing here doesn't mean they're doing something bad," hits hard. It's satire disguised as logic. By showing restraint and clarity, he flips the narrative. The suspect becomes the only rational one in the scene. That's how you win a public rights encounter, not through volume, but through composure and confidence. Conversation gets technical and revealing. The officer admits the area falls under railway bylaws, but then says, "If you want to film, crack on." That contradiction sums up the entire problem. The law isn't the issue. Interpretation is. When he says, "I can walk through a train station and film vlogs but can't stand outside a hotel," he's pointing out the absurd inconsistency in enforcement. And he's absolutely right. Most of these bylaws were written decades ago, long before smartphones and YouTube, and yet they're being used today to question citizens documenting public spaces. It's outdated authority versus modern transparency, and the camera wins. In the end, the officers walk away, admitting he broke no law. What started as suspicion ended as clarity, all because one man knew his rights and stayed composed. This wasn't about defiance. It was about understanding the rules better than those enforcing them. The lesson? Knowledge is your strongest defense. Stay calm, stay factual, and never let intimidation silence accountability. If you found this case as revealing as we did, hit that like button, drop a comment sharing your thoughts on public filming laws, and subscribe for more courtroom and rights-based breakdowns. Your engagement helps real accountability reach more eyes. Until next time, stay smart, stay safe, and keep that camera rolling.